Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be having a look at a Spear & Jackson SPJ HT26 hedge trimmer. This is the machine in question. We need to get a new carb. I don't know how long it's been standing because it was given to me by a fellow YouTuber and his name is Mikey Oya. I'll drop his channel link in the description box down below. But it's got good compression, so what we need to do is I'll need to mix up some 40:1 because it says it's 40:1 mix. So I'll mix up some 40:1 mix to see if we can get it to start, and if not, what I'll do is I'll take it apart and then I'll maybe have a look in here to see what it's like in here to see if it needs greasing in here. So we'll get some tools together and I'll come back to you. Guys, I've filled it up with the 40:1 mix. So what we'll do now is we'll put it on choke, prime it, that's a bogey, so we'll need to change the fuel lines before we can get it to run, so I'll do that now. So we're now going to take the rubber bung out, which is here, and then change the fuel lines. We'll change one at a time first, because I need to know which one's the one with the fuel filter on, and then which one's the return. So I'll get that. Well, we found out why it's not priming and why it's not, because the fuel lines have snapped off inside, so we don't know which one's the one with the fuel lines on it. So we need to go on and get these changed. So take the bung out. Don't know if I've got any. I may just put another rubber bung on because I do have some spares. So what we'll do now is we'll get some fuel line together, some new fuel line, and replace the fuel lines and see if we can find the old fuel filter. What we'll do is we'll cut the fuel line at a slight point. Hold on, let me get the right. We'll get it in there and we'll put it in through the fuel. Now this one will be the top fuel line, which will have the fuel filter on, so you need this one the longest. So we'll go, we'll say, yeah, just, yeah, go that one there for that, yeah, that'll be that one there. How far is that in there? Yeah, bring it out a little bit more. I'll feed that in there like that. Cut the end flush. Pop it back open like that. So we'll feed that in there like that, and then we'll cut that there. Let me get a proper, let me get a proper pair of snips. Cut that there like so. I'll put that on there. And this one will go on, excuse fingers, onto there. That's the main one on, so we need now to take this off, and we now need to, yeah, get a lighter. Need to heat this end up now so we can get the fuel filter on, so don't heat it up too much because otherwise you'll melt the pipe, so that should be good enough. No, that pipe's too small for that, so what we'll do is we'll change the pipe, because that one, or what we'll do is we'll heat it up some more, and then we'll see if we can get it on. That's exactly what I mean. I've heated it up too much, and it's gone too soft again. It's gone soft, too soft, so I need to cut that off, like so. And I think what we'll do is we'll try a bigger fuel line. We'll stick with the one we've got. Put that back in there. Right, I'll try and open it up so we can get the fuel filter in. We have the fuel lines on and the air filter in. That's the return, and that one's for the there's the fuel filter there, brand new fuel filter. So we'll put all this in together, back in there, and then we'll try and get the bung back in like so, if you can see that. There we have the bung back in. That's a brand new bung. So all we need to do now is we need to trim our return on the carburetor, so it's not too long, so we'll trim it to there, trim it to there, I may just yet need to change the primer bulbs, but we'll see how that goes once I get this return pipe on. So, and this is the fiddliest part. And maybe just take that top line, that top fuel line off till I get the return on. Little bit of persuasion there, and that's the return on. So now we just need to put the top one back on, and then what we'll do then is check to see if we have a priming machine. There we go, that's the fuel lines on, no fuel lines on. So what we'll do now is we'll fill it up with fuel, take it outside and check to see if it'll run. And I may just give it a service and grease it all up, take all the old grease out of the gear mechanism and just give it a general tidy up. So we'll give it 3 or 4 good primes. And we still have a problem with it not priming. We have the pipes the wrong way round, it would seem. So give me a minute and I'll be back to you. So we still have no priming carb, so it looks like I'm going to need to take the carb off. So we'll get on and get that done. Right, so maybe I'll take I'll maybe change the primer bulb to see if the primer bulb's bust anywhere, but I don't hear it. So we'll just pop the old primer bulb up and put a new one in, because that is pretty solid. So what we'll do is while we've got this bit off, I'll spray some WD-40 down here, just in case there's a blockage in here that's causing it to, for it not to be priming. Yeah, and I think I found the problem. Yeah, it's the jet here. There might be some dirt in it, so what we'll do is I'll see if I can get a file and see if we can clean it out. So what we'll do is oh, well, that was lucky. I think that's all bunged up with dirt and that, so we'll give that a little bit of a clean out, and this is all dirty as well, so we'll try and get this one. Can I lose that gauze? Because if I lose that, that's me snookered for the carburetor. So I'm just trying to clean it out so we can get the fuel flowing through. If it comes to it, I'll just need to try and get a new carb for this. Spray some. Yeah. No. Yeah, we can see all the dirt in there, but I don't think we're going to be able to. I think we're going to need to buy a new carb, because I don't think I can get in to get that jet. I don't think I can get in to get that jet cleaned. So it looks like I'm going to need to order. I'll try and spray it with some more WD-40, but I don't think it's going to unblock. Is it coming out of there now? No. No. So what we'll do is I'll get a clean bit of rag. Clean it up the best I can, but I don't think we're going to be able to clean it because the jet, there's no fuel coming through that jet whatsoever, so there's no room for error, and I think we'll just need to no, it looks like the carb's done on it, so I'll put it all back together, and like I say, I'll need to get a new carb, so we'll stop that. So now we have the new carb. The part number is P210A702F5H. So we're going to get the old carb off and put this new carb on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to begin.
So I'll get my pliers and we'll take the fuel lines off. Right, now all we need to do is take the undo this, and we'll open it up like that, and then the throttle assembly should come. Right. There we go. That's the old carb off. And now we will put, I'll just take this one out because we don't need it, because the old one is still there. Right. And we'll put that up in through there, and we'll thread that in if we can without cross threading it. Yeah, I think we've got it. Yep, we've got it started. So now I need to pull throttle assembly through. Oh, I need to take, yeah, that one's too long. I need to put the shorter one back on, so I need to take this off. So if we just right, yeah, exactly what I thought. It's not going to go anywhere. So I now need to try and get that through there. Thread that up into there. And yeah, try and pull that. Right, so now we need to try and get the throttle assembly. Right, now we're back on, so we can lock that bottom nut up to there. Lock that bottom nut up. Trying to remember what fuel lines go on where. We'll put all the carb back together, and we'll try and go for a fire up. And shove that back onto there. Right, we'll get this carb put back on. Only the bolt. Right, so now we'll tighten all this up, and we'll check to see if we have a priming carb. Tighten them up. Put it over on the choke, and then what? Right, let me see if we can swap these about. Well, ain't that a rum bugger? It's a brand new carb that's on that, and still not priming. Leave it with me and I'll get back. I'll try and figure out why it's not priming, and as soon as I do, I'll get back to you. We're going to go for a fire up. We'll switch it on, give it a couple more primes. Right, so here goes nothing. And as so what we'll do now is we'll try and take this bottom plate off so we can see what the condition is like in here and whether I need to put in some new grease or anything like that. So let's get cracking. Right, now I need to try and see if this one plate bolt can come off, but somebody's been in and had a fiddle at it and I can't really get in to the screws. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to try and get the mole grips onto it and see if I can't get it loosened with the mole grips. Right, so I had to take the handle off, which was just one bolt, which was the longest bolt there, which goes into there. So that was that off, and so I took the handle off, and then I had to cut this bolt, the head off this bolt, and then prise it off with a screwdriver. And as you can see, it's totally bone dry in there. So what we need to do now is we need to get hold of some grease. We need to give it a good greasing, and clean out all the old grease first, and then put in all new fresh grease. So once I get some grease sorted, I'll come back to you. Right, so guys, I'm cleaning all the old grease out. I just took the pinion gear off, and all the little bits inside are falling out. So I need to try and see if I can source one of them from somebody.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to begin.
I ain't gonna be finding them, and they've all fell out all over the shed floor. So what I'll do is I'll carry on cleaning the grease out, and then once I've done that, I'll need to come back. I should have just left it as it was. Right, so as you can see guys, I've cleaned all the grease out now, and all I need to do now is I need to order the new part, which is maybe the new bearings for this, and try and work them into that, or we can see what we need to do. So, and that I don't know how long it'll be, because I'll need to source it off of eBay or Gumtree. So yeah. Right guys, so there we have it there. The Spear & Jackson SPJ HT26 hedge trimmer up and running. All it needs is a good grease and a good clean up, and then the new part that I need to order, and I don't know how long I need to wait for that. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and that will tell you every time I upload a new video. And until then, be lucky.